Found one.
Oh boy.
He's up.
Hello and welcome to Jabberjaw. I'm your host, Jessica Dawson Collier, and with me as always is Tyson Wheeler Dynas and Matthew David Smith. Guys, welcome.
Hey,
Hi, guys.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi. Hi.
Yeah, it's been a minute, but it's the holidays, and that's how it goes.
It is.
It
Yeah.
is.
It is what it is, as they say.
It is, but yeah, it's good to see you guys, and also, good to see all you people out there in the metaverse. I don't know what it's called anymore. It used to be called the web.
Even if it's called that, we should not call it that.
We should
call
not.
it,
Yeah. I feel
I
like
don't
we
know.
have to give money to Mark every time we say that. So,
Yeah,
eh.
that's probably right. I don't know.
Mark doesn't want our money. He wants our thoughts. Why don't you guys remember that? He doesn't want our money.
And as much of our data as
He
possible.
wants to know what we want and fear.
Yes.
Fear.
He's like the ultimate listener. He is. He's like the best listener in the world. Mark Zuckerberg.
He
just
really
listens
is.
to everybody,
God.
and he addresses our needs. I don't know.
His wife's
what
a
it
real
is?
lucky gal.
Oh, she sure is. She sure is.
She.
Speaking of, this is just completely off the cuff, but have any of you seen Michael Dell's wife? I did not know. I have not seen this woman until yesterday, where Michael Dell gave like $6.7 billion to the Trump funds for children.
Yep.
I guess because Trump usually likes giving underage children $1,000.
He does.
For Michael Dell, he gave like a contribution of like $250 for like 6 million pending children. I guess like children that are baking or recently baked.
Pre-baked. Yeah.
So is this part of that thing to try to get people to have more children in the United States?
I
think it's part of that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. Like it's an incentive. It's $1,000 to have a child. People need to realize this does not go into your name. So you cannot turn this into Pall Malls like right off the bat. Like you got to have the kid, and it's the kid's money. So don't be getting freaky just for the sake of your addiction.
Yeah. Hold the humping and pumping for a minute.
Anyway,
yeah.
This one, I saw this one for the first time, and it's terrifying.
I said humping and pumping for Tyson.
Yeah, humping and pumping.
Tyson appreciates it.
You're welcome.
I do want to ask: is Michael Dell is he the Dell Computer owner?
That is correct. Yes. Yeah, he is the founder. I did not know he was a big right wing, but I guess everybody in tech,
just Google his wife, Tice. Yeah, just give it a Google real quick.
Yeah.
Live on the show.
A little video. I saw her in a video. They did a little video of kind of touting their, gift.
Okay.
And it's
she looks like, at least a couple pictures I saw of her. It looks like she's not used to the spotlight. She kind of looks.
Yeah. Yes.
She kind of reminded me of one of those suction cup Garfields that are in people's windows.
I'm looking at pictures of her right now. She looks like a victim of the Joker. That's my first take. Like she's been sprayed with that gas and she's got that smile on her face. That's
interesting. Normally, I don't like to make these ad hominem, sort of ad hominem. Did I say that? Ad hominem. Attacks on people's looks, but when I was disappointed in Dell. I won't use it. Just kind of gross. Yeah,
I'm glad you brought it up because I had that initial reaction.
Is she dumb? I mean, what about it made you guys be like, I don't like her? Because
something about her face, Tice.
Yeah.
Is it her face?
That's what I'm saying.
The way that it's put together, it is for me, and that is very.
Well, it's kind of her jib.
It's very superficial and stupid, and absolutely. I apologize to the Dells. I'm sure she's a beautiful person.
As long as we're being superficial, she's got a nice rack. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, nice, Tice. All right.
But look, but she's wearing a low cut shirt in this picture. I'm sure that some work has been done. But anyway, my point is, he's the president of Dell.
I think at one point,
put his money somewhere. Might as well put it into his wife's chest. All right.
Yes.
Oh, it's so
There
much
you go.
cheaper than
For the
getting people
kids.
to have babies. To be fair, I mean, across the board. But yeah, no, that's interesting. No, I missed all of that. I missed a lot of stuff. I
There's a
really
lot
tried.
of stuff going on right now.
There's
There
It's
so
is.
the
much stuff.
holidays, and
So much.
I just
it's
saw the thing on the Daily Show the other night where like Trump, like like humiliated two women that were interviewing him on the plane. Have you seen this clip where it's like he's like, oh,
oh yeah, I watched the same episode. Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
I
like
haven't seen that. Uh-uh.
basically what happens is the guy they're like asking him questions and one of them asks, she's like, did you get an MRI? And he's like, yeah, but I don't know what part. First off, if anyone's ever had an MRI, you know exactly what part it is because you're in a tube for fucking 45 minutes.
Ugh,
That's loud.
yes.
Second
Yeah.
off, he's like, I know it wasn't the brain. And then he, and then
I know it wasn't the brain because I aced my
We do too.
cognitive
test.
test. Yes,
That's what he
Yes.
said. Yeah, because I aced my
yes,
cognitive
I
test.
aced my cognitive, which he quipped after that, which I bet you couldn't do, to one of the female reporters. Which I'm
And then
sure.
turned to the other reporter and said, "You too." And then waddled down, like he used the term waddled down the thing. But like it was.
Oh boy, I gotta watch that.
I mean, it
Oh.
was. Yeah, you gotta watch it. It was unbelievable. It was like, I mean, it was just like he. I mean, he is beyond not giving a fuck at all, at all, at all. Like
I think you're right. I think he is. And it's awesome because it is like this trajectory we're on. I'm excited.
yeah, I mean, to be fair,
fucking nuts.
yeah.
It is
Yeah,
bonkers.
no,
Bonkers.
he's days away from taking a shit in someone's yard. Like
Yeah.
we're days
The
away from that
dementia's
happening.
just running wild, and they're
Oh,
just kind of like his handlers are like, you know what, fuck it, because whatever.
We
You
can't
know?
handle
I
it
know.
anymore.
No, yeah.
And he
Yeah,
also
that's
hired a bunch of handlers that sucked this time around because he knew.
Oh, they're
that,
terrible.
yeah,
it's
so
awful.
he's
Yeah.
like, yeah, but
Yeah.
we can get into that. But anyway,
Yeah,
it's
at
just
least
Okay, yeah.
It's like
We'll
Weekend
get
at
into
Bernie's,
it.
except
Yeah.
with the
It's
president.
very much like that.
Like it really, they're just propping
So
him up,
sad.
taking him places. Yeah, except
Putting him in a chair, letting him
no
sleep in it.
Jonathan
Yeah.
Silverman in this play. Oh, it fucking
Yeah.
sucks.
Ugh.
Ugh, yeah.
Gross.
well, how
Fucking
was your
disgusting.
holiday?
Speaking.
Yes, happy
There you go.
holidays.
Happy
Fabulous.
holidays. So we were.
Very
I
nice,
had a
very
great
nice.
while. Yeah.
December 3rd, according to my computer, and we have just
Dear Lord.
passed through the first eye of the storm, which is
Yes.
Thanksgiving. So how about
Yes.
who wants to go first?
Mine was pretty low key. I feel like Smith had some more to say. So I'll get through mine real quick. We went to Kansas for a total of 2 days, which was a
Nice.
real quick trip.
Could you fly?
Perfect amount of time.
Could you fly?
No. We didn't want to fly because actually that drive from where we live in Colorado to Hayes, you can do pretty much in your sleep. So we
Yeah.
put on an audiobook and it was like 4.5 hours, if that. Jonas drives super fast, like better than I do. So if it was me driving, it would have been like 6 or 7 hours because I like to take my time. But yeah, it was with my dad, my stepmom, my stepbrother, his ex-wife, my nieces, his ex-wife's mom, and my ex-sister-in-law's sister. We're all over at the house.
This sounds like an Adam Sandler movie.
It
How'd
felt
it
like
go?
an episode of Modern Family, to be very honest. Yes.
Okay.
But it was great. It was actually like zero drama. We all laughed a lot. And my stepmom's a really great cook and she made awesome turkey. We didn't have pumpkin pie. We had rhubarb pie. So that was kind of nice and non-traditional. So I don't know. I have zero complaints. I got super drunk. We watched a lot of Survivor. Yeah. Saw our friend Sarah Glassman for a minute.
Yeah, we saw
At
that.
the
You had the
pheasant run.
Jalisco's. And the pheasant run.
And we went to
Wow.
Jalisco's
and over
afterwards. So
Jalisco.
Jonas, he went hunting with my dad the morning we left, and he's like, "I really
Yeah.
want to go to Jalisco's," and I'm like, "Fuck yeah, you're speaking my language. Let's go." And I had just had like a $3 pancake at Pheasant Run. Pheasant Run, by the way, is fucking awesome. Like I hadn't been there in a while. Ugh, I love
holding
that
on.
place. It never changes. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're
still holding
doing
on.
great. They're doing great. They have
That's
their
awesome.
patrons. There was a guy that came in and he goes, "Hey, whose car, some sort of make and model, is it, yours?" And this woman like raised her hand. She was kind of shaky. And he goes, I'd like to give you $100 because you bought that from my lot. And then he did like this whole pitch about how everyone should buy their cars from his place. And I'm like, holy fucking shit. This is Black Friday. Like, this is the Black Friday I like, small town Black Friday. But yeah,
now, is this still like the preset thing? Like, is it all preset still? Like Pheasant Run? Because didn't it used to be like, basically, like they served like pot roast on Thursday, or like it was like basically
there is some
lunch
of that
for adults.
preset stuff, yeah, for certain days of the week. But like, I mean, the coffee was $1.50, which I think has gone up maybe a quarter since back in the day. It's still great. They still have all of the hunting dumb shit on the walls. The waitresses are still super slow and could give a shit less. But the food is fantastic. I love it. I can't wait to go back. No booze, but I'm still a fan.
I haven't been in like 25 years.
It's been a long time. Yeah, maybe like 15 years. Yeah, it's been.
Yeah, it's definitely a plug for this week. If you haven't been to Pheasant Run, check it out. Yeah. And also Jalisco's. I was telling the guys, like, and everybody knows this by now, but we used to do show prep quite often and drink week. What was it, Tice, like an $8 pitcher of margaritas that was like it was fucking great, and have chicken chimichangas, and it was maybe like $20 at the end of the fucking meal / prep. So,
and you could smoke while you did it.
Thank you. Being in that back room, guys, brought back so many memories of us just fucking shooting the shit and like having our own Mexican food party. God, it's great.
You gotta appreciate any restaurant where the smoking area is at least twice as large as the non-smoking area.
That's true. That's very true.
It was beautiful.
They had that little machine back there that made the margaritas, and it was just like their margaritas were top notch,
potent.
Yes.
They were potent.
That was, it was not a joke. I mean, if you ordered a second one, you ordered the half second one. Because like you couldn't do a full. Like,
no, sir.
I will
say things have changed though. We got our margaritas and they came out in these giant, and I was like, oh damn, this was a mistake because we were driving back home. And Jonas was like, have you taken a sip of it? And I said, no, I took a sip, and I'm like, God damn, like things change. We should have ordered a shot to pour in, but whatever, it's fine.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, things change.
Yeah, well,
I still love Jalisco's. The food's still fantastic, and the margarita is still great, even though they need to up the tequila, but it's fine. Not gonna be super picky. Might write Senator Moran about it.
Should. It's the one thing he might be able to accomplish. I doubt even that.
Probably no.
Guys always gonna be like, "Fuck that guy." Yeah, like
he's too busy checking out the new Hayes High. He's got things on his list.
He went on. My parents were like, "Did you see Moran's latest newsletter?" I'm like, "No, of course not." Why? I didn't say that, but and I'm like, you guys were in it, one time, and they were, and but basically he was like, I went to some high schools to talk to some kids, about stuff, and he's like, nobody was happy, no one had any happy questions. That's what he put in his newsletter. Which I kind of respect, right? Like it's like nobody's happy, right?
The kids are giving them some shit. Yeah, nice, just going, kids.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. Things aren't great for a lot of people. And I will say this, that stretch of highway, like as soon as you get into Kansas from Colorado, and there's just a shitload of trailers that say, Trump, save America, Trump, a lot of them are painted over.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yes.
That is excellent.
Yep. Some still holding strong, but
yeah. How about the one just outside of Hayes? Is that one still there with the lights?
That one's always going to be there. Whoever fucking owns that.
That's
they want to make love to that giant blob of a man.
That's true. That's true.
I'm not even sure if he's a man at this point.
Whatever fold they can find on him.
Cheeto. Yeah. Fold they can find. So slide it in between.
Wherever it can go. Some place it's like kind of close. Armpit.
There are so many ways. He can fuck you and you can fuck him. It's just ridiculous. Oh, greasy.
It's disgusting. Anyway, Smith.
It was good. So my parents came with my brother Nathan and his husband Jared, and my sister and brother-in-law Will, and my nephew Allie were all here for Thanksgiving, and they were here like last Tuesday, and they're supposed to be here really until last weekend, but couple factors that kind of shortened it. A being the weather. Winter storm got in, and of course didn't wind up doing nearly as much as they anticipated it doing on that day. But everybody played it safe and headed back. So I was a little sad to see them go early. But other contributing factor is my great aunt Mary Jane passed away at the young age of 101 years old. So
whoa,
she was pretty old.
Yeah.
I think she was living on her own up until like a year or two ago, like by herself on her own in her original house.
Badass.
My most vivid memory of the woman and her home. This is not a lie. This is like this is where the connection is. Because she had this sweet fridge from like the 70s, and you know how like your modern fridge has the water dispenser, right? Where you can click the ice and you can click the water and you fill it up. This one had 4 different options. So it had iced tea, it had orange juice, it had like some other kind of juice. 1970s technology. I don't know how we can't have this today, but I distinctly remember that she had this magical avocado fridge that had beverage on demand. So I don't know why we don't bring that back. But anyway, so Aunt Mary Jane.
We should.
Rest in peace. But so no, she was my mom's
lady.
Side. She was a lady.
I call her a tough old bird.
She was. So they had to head back early for that. So that was sad to hear. But no, other than that, so they were here. We had a great time. Trying to think what we did. We just ate a lot of food. I made 5 turkeys total this year.
Holy
I made
moly.
2 turkeys before they got here because I had to make turkey and noodles. It was very turkey themed. I get into the spirit of things.
That is a lot of turkey.
So I did turkey and noodles for like 175 people apparently. Also did my personal favorite food in the world, turkey tetrazzini, my grandma Smith's private recipe. You can have it if you'd like.
I would actually like that, please.
It's very good. I will share it with you. I have it literally is my favorite food of all time. It's like just one of those comfort things. So I made a bunch of that. So there went 2 turkeys. Then on the day, we were originally going to do ham because we were also do Friendsgiving on Saturday. So ultimately, we were going to do like a Thursday, kind of do a ham and some different stuff. But then when they had to go back early, we decided to move the turkey up. So I wound up cooking 2 small turkeys on Thursday and then another behemoth on Saturday for our friends. And
how do you cook how do you cook your turkey?
We'll get into that. So, let's talk.
So I'm gonna bestow a little drop a little science on you both. So the best way I have found, and a coworker of mine, Carrie, told me about this a few years ago, is they have these Reynolds has these oven bags. And you basically,
that's what my dad does
basically put like a bunch of vegetables, some seasoning, wrap it in this bag. It cooks like 50% faster. It's crazy. Like if your turkey is like properly thawed, like a 20-pound bird, I call it a bird, is done in like 2 hours. Like 2 hours, you're done. So it cooks really fast, really tender and juicy. And so that's the way I've done it since then. But I will be
put like tabs of butter on the skin, like inside the bag? Okay.
So I have a food injector. And so what I do is I do a little melted butter and I inject. I play surgeon and I inject the butter.
So not only are you fisting the bird with vegetables, you're also
going at it 2 ways.
Injecting the butter.
Oh yeah. Fist and then squirt and then
Hey-o.
Delicious and moist. So anyway. Filthy. Look at what reality has done to us.
It's a filthy holiday.
Anyway, we did Thanksgiving at my house.
Come on, it's filthy.
I mean, we gotta make jokes about that, right?
Kathy made a tremendous amount of delicious food as always. I don't even know how many different dishes she made, but
so many sides. I'm a big fan of sides. I was talking to some colleagues today, and I'm like, honestly, I appreciate the bird itself, but the sides are where it's at.
I think if we were to take a poll, I think we would find that about 70 to 80% of the population's like, if you were to rank, like, and I guess most people are like,
favorite things at Thanksgiving. Yeah.
Turkey's approval rating going to be like 44, 50% maybe. Sides, 80 to 80, 85.
I would say that, like, the thing is, like, people, that love turkey so much, you can make a turkey any day of the year. Like, they're around.
That's true.
And so the people that just absolutely love turkey are the people that are just wait until Thanksgiving to eat turkey. And then they're just all about it. And it's like, it's just a big chicken, people.
I mean, you can make all of the sides any time of year, but we don't make a lot of mashed potatoes and gravy, so it's like the one time a year. Like, I'm really like focused on that, but especially the dressing, the stuffing. Like, I fucking love it.
I do
love
too.
It with a lot of gravy. Oh, so good.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah. I agree. I'm a stuffing man, and I like the stovetop too. I know
do
people
too.
make fans, but I like it right out of the box.
Oh my God. I got to send you. William H. Macy was doing an interview for some movie that he's in. And they were asking him a question like, what's your favorite side at Thanksgiving? And he was like, you know what? It's stuffing. But it's just the stuff that comes in a bag. All right. You don't need to do anything fancy. I don't want olives. I don't want oysters in my stuffing. I literally just want you to take the bag, wet it, warm it up, and give it to me. I was like, yes, sir.
Absolutely. Right. Could not agree more. Could not agree more. No, so yeah, it was good. We did Thanksgiving in my house, did Friendsgiving on Saturday at Kathy's house, so Howie could be present, and so Howie had a blast. He
very cool.
He was a good boy. He sat underneath the table, like with all of us sitting around the table. He just sat underneath everyone, sort of contorted so he could sit, but it was cute. But yeah, no, that was a good holiday. We went out and showed my parents the cabin.
What they think?
I think they're very happy for us. I think they thought it was nice, and so we ran around there for a while. And yeah, we're weeks away from completion, so that's going well. So excited to spend some time out there. It's probably going to be probably not going to be done before Christmas, but I think I do a New Year's there anyway. So we have a toilet now. Heat and a toilet, as I've
heat and a toilet.
We have heat and a toilet now. So
on your way.
Game changer, yeah.
Yeah, I bet. Oh, it's so exciting, dude.
Yeah. How was your holiday?
It was fine. It was it was Thanksgiving. So my wife went to Argentina 2 weeks ago for a conference, and she was gone for a minute, and then she came back and she got sick, and she things that happened at the Lima airport on the way back.
Yeah.
And so she has been hacking and coughing, and she's still doing a little bit of it, but it's been like a week, but anyway, so she had to skip all of the stuff. But we had my parents came up, stayed at my sister's house. I spent the better part of 3 days with them. Went and saw Wicked 2.
Oh boy. Okay.
Yeah, because that's something you got to do.
Oh, is it a plug test?
It's not a plug, but it's not bad.
You want to sing us a song from the?
Here's a couple stories about it from my experience with it.
Okay.
One is that Wicked is basically Star Wars for little girls, and so like I know what
that's a good way to put it.
I know what I'm getting when I go into that place, and the set design and everything is just amazing. It's it's like Art Deco and it's beautiful and like all that stuff. So that's fine. And then like I've never seen the play. I was and so like I was watching it and I was like, okay, like this is what happens every time I watch a musical. It's like stuff, song. No way, song, stuff, song, stuff, song, stuff, song. I mean, that's just how my head goes. And I hate people that use phones in their in the movie theater, but I would have so like just gone to someplace else.
That's why I can't see a movie musical in a theater. I don't even like going to musicals in a theater.
The thing is, the soundtrack has been released for years, so people were singing along and whatever. But it was fine, and I didn't know the ending, and I didn't know how it was going to end, and I was just was like, based on the original Wizard of Oz, I was like, I don't know how there's a happy ending here, but there's a happy ending, and so I was like, oh, okay, that's cool, and then I was like, oh, the ending has happened. That's great. We've wrapped everything up. I was like, please don't do one more song. They started another goddamn song. And then,
of course they did. Of course they did.
and so
that is why I hate musicals. Oh, God.
And so I was just like, okay, it's fine. Like I get it. there were all these little 8-year-old girls. So
That's cute.
it
Yeah.
was cute, and I went with mom and dad, Sally and myself, and and we went, and I went and saw Wicked, the first one, with them at Thanksgiving or 2 years or last year or whatever. So I was like,
Uh-huh.
I don't know. And I like that. I actually liked that movie. I thought it was kind of good. It was like Harry
Yeah.
Potter with whatever. People don't like the second movie. I don't really understand why they don't like it, because whatever. But there was a point at the end of Wicked, the first movie, where it just stops, and they're like, to be continued. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, I was like, I don't want to do another one of these things. And then, in the new movie, there's a part where, like, it literally, the movie, after 2.5 hours, or let's say 2 hours, stops. It seems like it's over. And I was like, motherfuckers, is there going
Thank
to be a
God.
third one of
Yeah.
these things? And they're like, no, it's not. They finished the story off. Which is fine.
How long is it?
It's long. I don't know how long it was, because I didn't look at my phone, because I think it's very rude and I don't have a watch
I'm gonna look
anymore.
it up. It's 83 minutes. The Tyson had to suffer.
maybe. But so we were watching it, and my sister, the whole time, she's leaning over, and we're watching all the trailers of movies I would never see in a million years before the movie, and she's like, "But you can't wait for that one." I'm like, "Fuck you," but anyway, so we were watching it, whatever. And it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
Like, nobody was upset leaving that theater, I would say.
That's
You
good.
know what I
Sure.
mean?
Yeah.
That's good.
But here's two things
That
that I
is. That's a
thought was
plus.
really interesting about the movie. One was, and this may just be a cultural thing that I've completely missed, or maybe this is a theater that I don't go to all the time, but we went to this
Uh-huh.
place called Prairie Fire, which is an AMC, but didn't used to be an AMC. And I would say 70% of the people that came there brought a blanket. Have you
Oh,
seen this? In
no.
theaters? Yeah. And I was talking to my parents about it afterwards. I was like, "Didn't you think that was weird?" And she's like, "People bring sleeping bags to put their kids in theaters in Hayes. They used to do that, before that closed down." So yeah. So, like, that's a thing. So that's one thing. The other thing that I thought was really kind of
Are they
cute.
skimping on the heat, or
Well, no, I
what
was
is
like,
the
it's
purpose?
fucking hot in there, because there's a
Uh,
300 and 400 people in there. I was like,
yeah.
the body heat's like, I'm not, and I get cold
Yeah, I
then, like.
Yeah, I don't yeah.
guarantee you there's half a dozen Capri Suns at the bottom of that sleeping bag. That's why they're doing that shit. They're not cold, they're cheap.
So the other thing that I thought was actually quite cute, because mom, dad, and Sally went in their own car, and I went in my own car because Beth was sick, and I was going to leave from the theater, come home, and
Yeah.
I went into the parking garage next door, and some people were singing one of the songs. So, like, some group of little kids were singing the song,
Listen,
and
people
then
are obsessed with it. I
well,
get it,
but
I
what was
guess.
great about it was other people started singing in that obviously didn't know who those people were, and it was like this thing where they were like, there was like 40, well, not 40, but let's say 30 people all singing together,
Oh,
songs.
boy.
Yeah, and
Wow.
I was just like, well, that's kind of cool, I guess. I don't know. I mean, like, like, it's not like I go to when I saw the original Batman movie in the theater.
You couldn't stop singing.
I couldn't be like, na 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 na, like, but so anyway. So that was interesting. So we went and did that. We went out to a very nice restaurant, um, which is a seafood restaurant, for Thanksgiving, and they had a Thanksgiving prefix, and
Oh, nice.
I was just like, I don't want that. I was like, this is a seafood restaurant. I want snapper. So
Yeah,
that's what I
yeah.
ordered. I got snapper, and it was quite good. And but the thing was, my sister had booked it for 11 people, and then everybody left town.
Oh.
So, and then my dad was sick. Beth was
Oh.
sick. So there
Oh
were just
no.
four of us. So we were around this gigantic table, that was set for 12 people. And
Farts.
we were just like, you can move us out of here. And they're like, no, like, we've already reserved it for you. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Whatever. And so it was like that scene in the Christmas Story where, like, the family goes out to the Chinese restaurant and nobody else is in there, because we were in our own room. Like, it was ridiculous.
That's
And
actually
we
pretty
were just
funny.
laughing, and, like,
Yeah.
the table's huge, and it's like a boardroom table, and the guy that's our server is, like, over there, and it's like, he's like, "I feel like I'm making a presentation to you guys to see if you'll, improve the next thing." And I'm like, "That's exactly what it feels like," like, And so anyway, that was good. And then so yeah, I just hung out with them. I hung out with the kids weren't there until the last day. We played cards. It was great. And then uh and then we got to this whole thing about 6-7. Do you guys know about 6-7?
Oh yes.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so like
Big fan.
I found out I found out that like uh it's cringe. I don't know if that's the right word anymore, but it's cringe when an adult says 6-7. So
That's what I've heard as well. And a lot of adults this year actually dressed up like the moms and dads dressed up as 6 and 7 to
yeah,
piss their kids off.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we were playing cards, and I said 6-7 or something like that, and then I got the stink eye from the universe from
Oh,
from Leah, which is Sally's daughter,
yeah.
and Sally goes, "You don't have to." She's like, "It's not cool. Adults say it." I was like, "Oh, it's not," and I started just railing on the kids, and like, and they're laughing, and Sally just turns to me, she goes, "Keep going." And I was like, and I was like, "What about
Yes.
skibbity?" And I just kind of checking about her, but it was nice.
Oh,
And
they
then,
have so many terms. It's
well,
ridiculous. What
Sally
is
did
that skibbity thing? I don't even
a
know.
skibbity toilet, whatever. I was at a
Yeah.
Best Buy or a Target, and they had a skibbity toilet like thing, and these kids were like, "I'm gonna buy that." It was like $58 or whatever, and uh, and then like so my sister she did this hilarious thing. She bought all the kids a an ornament this year for Christmas, and it says 6-7 on it, and all the bullshit that they say that doesn't mean anything, you know. And
Oh,
she's like, I just want them to know in 20 years what idiots they were, And I'm like,
good.
and and
Excellent
I,
parenting.
I
Yes.
I told Beth that, and she's like, "That's really mean for Sally." I was like, "No, Sally's the long con. She knows how to get it done. She's not gonna get it
Yeah.
done
Yeah.
immediately, you know."
Yeah.
But yeah. So anyway, so yeah, that was kind of fun. And then and I already know what I'm going to say at Christmas. I'm going to say, I was like, "Leah, do you know what the zip code is in this very house?" She'll go, "No," and I'll go, "It's 67672." And then I'll get the stink eye, and Lincoln will laugh.
Oh,
Anyway,
Uncle
Uncle
Tyson.
Tyson, you dick face.
I'm in full support of it. I think it's great. I thought it was awesome when I heard kids were doing this because I'm like, thank God, like children haven't been completely ruined from like what we were as kids. Because this is exactly something that we would have done when we were kids. And I'm like, at least the world hasn't changed enough to where at least they're like sort of in jokes with language and like references and like I
Yeah.
think it's neat.
100%, 100%. I agree. I was trying to explain it to one of my doctors. Because he has kids, and he's like the 6-7 thing, and I'm like, here's the deal, like. It's absurdist humor. It doesn't mean anything. It's like Monty Python for their generation. They
Sure.
don't understand
Yeah.
it, but it's absurdist, and I'm good with that. With
Yeah,
kids
yeah.
getting into that kind of thing. I mean,
Yeah.
do you remember how many numbnuts used to quote fucking Austin Powers, at the bar, like
Yes.
that's not funny. I mean, like it never.
No.
I mean, at least this is just nonsense, and I love it. I
Right.
really do. I like it. You
Yeah.
know,
I'm with you.
but I didn't. I was personally offended when I wasn't allowed to play the game. But anyway,
Well, that's bullshit.
yeah,
Yeah,
That
that's
is
bullshit.
bullshit.
that's
Yeah.
fine. And so on Sunday, parents left, and on Sunday, we did a turkey. We got gifted a turkey, an 18.5 pound turkey, which is
Woof.
impossible to cook through if you cook it in a regular way. And I sent you guys a picture, and Matt was correct. He saw that we spatchcocked it. But here's the interesting thing about how we
What
did
did
it.
Smith said nice spatchcocking, which to me, I'm an infantile. I
Yes,
laughed a
that's
lot.
nice.
Anyway, go on, Tice.
Basically,
You don't get that. Now, like that, like two times in my life, I'm get to like thank, be like compliment them on their spatchcocking. So there goes one.
you don't get an option very often, but
You
the
don't.
bird
You
was
don't.
so big. So this was really interesting because Alton Brown has started doing basically all good eats again online. He just started this last week,
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
and he did this thing where he was like he basically he figured out a way to thaw and brine the bird at the same time, and it was perfect. I have to say.
Awesome.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And
Ah.
that's one of my plugs later on. But yeah, like so like we did that, and then like my wife calls all these things. Like for my birthday and for Thanksgiving, she calls it a beige plate because it's
Yeah.
potatoes, corn, turkey, rolls. It's a beige plate, and that is the antithesis of what she would like to see on a plate. But anyway, she's nice enough to me twice a year to do that. Anyway, but
That is very sweet.
it is very sweet. So yeah, so
For your wife, that is a huge sacrifice, though.
Yeah.
She always makes very colorful
it is a huge sacrifice
entrees.
for her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So anyway, so that's what we did on Sunday, and then I called my neighbor who's got the brain tumor, and I was like, "What kind of the bird do you like?" And he's like, "I don't eat bird," and I was like, "Oh fuck, I forgot you can't eat birds," and I was like, then I felt really bad, but anyway, that doesn't matter. So yeah, this is whatever.
Is it because of religion or the brain tumor?
No, it's because he has a weird reaction to poultry, and
Oh,
he developed it in his 20s, and like he's
huh.
just like
Oh, weird.
yeah, he's just like, I just don't do bird anymore. He just does meat,
Okay.
yeah, and all that kind of stuff. And so yeah, so I was just like, oh, I feel terrible. It's like, do you want some mashed potatoes and rolls? And it's like, leave me alone, I'm dying. Sorry. I drag his ass out every week or so to make sure that he goes and does something.
Very
Leave
nice.
me alone.
I mean, that's the. I was.
Uh,
I mean, that's yeah. I mean, no. I mean, I'm like, dude. You got to get out and do
you
something.
got to get out. No, you're
You
doing the
got
right
to
thing.
do
Being a
something.
good friend
You got
and
to go.
neighbor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's impossible to ignore. He's right next door. Like you can't not. No. You do something for him. Anyway, that was fun. The other thing that was really interesting was during the Thanksgiving week, and Beth and I were sitting outside with the dogs. I'm like, oh, Susan Dell. Um, uh, I,
You know,
we were sitting out.
Tyson's new phone wallpaper.
Yeah, so we were sitting outside uh, with the dogs, and this happened. So this is
Uh-oh.
directly behind my house. Okay, and I'm gonna turn it up. You can hear me and Beth be like, "What the fuck?"
That's somebody. What?
it's somebody practicing with a lightsaber.
There's two people
Yeah.
fighting with a lightsaber for 30 minutes
Oh, no.
behind our house, and they
Oh,
were.
no.
Oh, it was awesome. I was just like, and
Were
they're doing.
you cheering them on?
Oh
Like, please tell me you were fucking like,
no! Quietly, we were like, "This is amazing. This is amazing."
wow,
And
they're really getting after
oh
it.
no,
They
yeah,
really
they
are.
really are. And so basically they've got two lightsabers. They're swirling them around. They make noise like the lightsabers, and they're doing the stuff. So we watched them for like 20 minutes, like just hanging out.
That's pretty great.
And then I stood up and I started walking. Beth's like, "Don't!" And I got to the thing, and I was like, "Best neighbors ever." And then I went in the house, and they were like, and I heard one of the kids say, "I told you it would be cool." Like,
That's adorable.
That's pretty cool.
it was cute.
Nailed
So
it.
yeah. So anyway, it was just kind of fun. That was our Thanksgiving. So Beth's feeling
Right.
better. She's got the Lima AIDS is wearing off, and she's good. So
Subsiding. Good.
yeah, and I didn't get sick, which is amazing. I had a sore throat for
That
a
is
minute,
amazing.
but
All right.
not too much. Well, there you go.
Lovely. I love it. Shall we do some headlines now,
I do.
gentlemen?
Okay.
And of the past couple weeks. Dun dun.
A few weeks. Okay. Okay. The biggest disappointment, obviously, since we've not been around, Poker Face was canceled at Peacock.
Ah,
So,
yes.
so
Sucks.
that's okay. I have no idea why. I mean, it obviously was their biggest pull, aside from like Saturday Night Live. I don't know why that Poker Face didn't get canceled, and that fucking stupid video game show they have on there. But anyway, Ryan Johnson's gonna go and try to find a different place. He's gonna replace Natasha Lyonne with Peter Dinklage, same kind of power or whatever, where you can tell who's lying all the time.
Uh-huh.
So it's a bummer.
Now,
But
did you know? Did it ever come out? Did she basically do another or sign on to another project because it was canceled? Or did they know this was happening, or
no,
like what's the
she basically was. I think the way that I've read it, a couple different things, is that she couldn't commit the time to do a television show, you know, because she's got a bunch of movies coming up.
right?
But and she writes and she directs and all this stuff, so she's got other stuff she wants to do. But they were hoping to, sort of retool it with Peter Dinklage as the guy, and then so it was.
Do like a smooth transition
Yeah,
over, possibly.
yeah. Basically, it wouldn't be, and then she would possibly come back, which would be great. But
Yeah.
they're shopping it around, so it's not necessarily done. They're
Okay.
and I feel like somebody. I mean, Paramount. I mean, I'm just thinking of all the kind of places where they have like Tulsa Kings, which is the best show they have. I mean, they could they would kill for a poker face, right? Um, so this is from the New York Magazine. It's called. Sorry, the headline is the Sharknado series is getting a pre-boot. Recession indicator. They're making Sharknado movies again. It's a reboot called Sharknado Origins. Um, there's a little funny little thing in here about it. It's like, so the guy who directed the previous ones will be back. Uh, Ian Ziering and Tara Reid will not. Shark Origins will tell the story of teens Finn and April. Yes, Searing's character's name is Finn. Finn, as they meet one summer at the beach, their love blossoms just as the first Sharknado comes out of the ocean. You may be asking yourself, but did Finn and April act like people who'd seen a Sharknado before Sharknado 1? And the answer to that question would be no. But if you're looking for the story consistency in the Sharknado movies, we suggest you seek counseling instead. So that was
Heyo.
Heyo. So anyway, so I look forward to that. I've enjoyed all the Sharknado movies.
I've only seen one, but it was highly entertaining. I think the first one.
They're ridiculous, and
Yeah.
I enjoy that. And the first one is quite good. And Riff Tracks did two of them, and so if you want an extra little thing where you just want to watch some more jokes involved, it's pretty good. This is from the Atlantic. This article is called "Pennies Are Trash Now." And I'm not going to read you anything about this, but if you can look this article up, it's from the Atlantic, and it's called "Pennies Are Trash Now." And basically, what it goes into is that America has no plan for America's 300 billion pennies. They don't want them back. They don't want to do them. They're just going to be like they're going to just throw them away. They just hope people throw them away. And so like it's this whole thing because mostly pennies are zinc, and to remove the zinc costs more than like 4 cents a penny, and so they don't have a plan. But any other country that's ever done this has actually had a plan.
Had a
They
plan. Yeah.
Yeah,
Go
like
figure. Jesus.
Canada, Ireland, the UK. When they discontinued a coin or whatever, they had a plan to at least dispose of it well. And no, we don't, because whatever. And I'm not saying we should have the penny, by the way. Like it costs 3 cents to make a penny. A penny is worth a cent. So I'm not saying we have a penny, but I am kind of concerned that like all these people are like at Burger King and other companies are like, well, how will our people know how to give proper change? And I'm like, well, you just round it up to 5. Like I mean, like I
Yeah.
Well, they have a
but
guide. I don't know if you've seen the posters. Like that's when they started making the rounds of like what the rules were for cashiers. Like if it's 3 cents or higher, you round it up to 5. If it's 2 cents, you round it up to 0. You got
I've
it to
seen it at
0.
grocery stores. Yeah.
Yeah, they're. I'm sure they probably didn't have a lot of notice, and I'm sure that
no,
it was
I
probably
know
some
it
chaos
was.
and confusion for a few days.
Yeah, I
Feelings
mean,
were hurt, maimed, but
people were
yeah.
sad.
I mean, why don't you just why don't they should do because like obviously like most people just hoarded pennies, right? Like I mean I've probably
Yeah.
got if I were to look, I'm gonna say I got $3 or $4 in pennies, just kind of in various
Yeah, but you can't
drawers.
cash that shit in anymore,
Yeah,
right?
well, so yeah,
At like your
well,
little coin star.
Well, but that's the thing, though, is I think they still have to retain their legal tender value, though, because they're legal tender.
They do.
So,
They do.
like,
Okay.
they should do like, look at me solving America's problems. Anyway, they should just do like a donation thing.
Keep going.
Like,
They should.
like,
That's the whole article. It's like they should have a plan to to just like get these pennies somewhere, like so they don't just get buried, everywhere, like because people.
That's true. Or like if we don't do something before next Halloween, somebody's gonna start saran wrapping up like 10 or 15 of these things, can't get them out for Halloween, like they did when I was a kid.
Also, people are fucking.
I never got.
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, the 15-cent penny is cheaper than the candy bar.
Oh yeah, it's terrible. Oh yeah, it's the worst Halloween gift. Generally, very old ladies. I'm going to stereotype this. Very generally old widowed ladies.
For sure. Yeah.
Wearing shirts like this.
That's I gave you that shirt.
That's a cute one.
But like it's the thing is, you're absolutely right. Like so, like like, and I never really was like, I was a nice child, but like when you get a little saran wrap of pennies, didn't you want to just throw it at the door and just leave?
I collected pennies for a minute. Pennies and quarters.
Pennies.
Well, I did. There was a toy store at the Centennial Mall. I don't know if you guys remember it, but they sold like these books, like these collector's books.
Around the World?
Yes.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. It used to be an ice cream store too. Yeah. That was the weirdest store. They were like, you're
very weird. I didn't like going in there. In fact, I sat in the car once and made my mother. I gave her my money that I'd saved up to go buy one of those collector books because I didn't want to go into that store.
Well, that's
shy days.
That's
back when I was a quiet little girl.
That's a strong. That's a strong indicator of an uncomfortable store. I don't want to be a consumer. I just
didn't have good vibes.
Nope. I agree. It did kind of have strange vibes. A little bit. Yeah.
But I mean, that's the weird thing too, is like, about these pennies that are worth nothing now, like they're going to end up in landfills and whatever, it's fine, whatever.
Well, you know what? People send us your pennies. But we'll do something with it.
But
here's send them to Tyson. He likes mail.
I do like mail. Send me a saran wrap of 5 pennies. But the thing is, there will be people, because how people are. They'll be like, "Well, I'm going to save all these pennies because they'll be worth something someday." They're going to realize they made a huge mistake with this penny thing.
That is true.
Yeah,
and they're just going to just save them, and then some poor child or some grandchild is going to be like, "What the fuck do I do with all?"
God damn it!
Right. So we're going to be dealing with this for generations.
Basically, yeah.
I know.
So this is from Popular Mechanics. Scientists found a never before seen creature inside 110 million year old fossilized puke. About 110. There you go. Okay. About 110 million years ago, 2 petrosaurs were probably wandering around the shore when they were snapped up by a hungry predator. One which apparently couldn't hold them down. The blob of vomit was fossilized and then resurfaced in Brazil's something or other basin. Revealed that both the petrosauruses belong to a genus and species never seen before. It is thought that the culprit of a Spinosaurus. Check out the latest Jurassic World. Because the previous find of a tooth stuck in its prey neck is evidence that dinosaurs had a taste for these petrosauruses. All right, well, 2 things. Pretty cool. Science is always interesting. Second off, puke occasionally pays off, in the future. So,
yes, it does.
Don't be afraid of puke. Yeah. And I love that they have a whole list of things that they've discovered in puke. That's great.
Wow.
Fossilized.
Wow. Yeah.
That was my feel good story of the year. So let's go back. Go to the next one.
Oh my God, Tice.
Okay. So this is the less feel good story of the year, but there's a lot of interesting information in this. This is from KSN, which is Kansas State News, I assume. Herpes strain cancels rodeo finals in Kansas.
Oh,
quite good. Yeah.
So the Prairie Circuit Rodeo final has been canceled due to reports of cases of herpes, a strain that affects horses. So that's sad. They put out
That
a
is
release.
sad.
They
Oh.
put out a release saying, the health and safety of every horse, along with the well-being of our contestants, their animals, highest priority. It makes sense. So the U.S. Department of Agriculture says equine herpesvirus is a family of 9 known viruses. No, this is the fun part. They cause because I don't like horses. They cause symptoms.
I kind of don't like horses either. I like them from afar, but
Yeah, I
I'm
mean they're
over the
pretty
whole
from afar.
riding and
If
yeah.
you get close to them, their teeth are too big and they tend to buck me off, which is just what's happening.
Yep.
The symptoms in horses. They cause symptoms in horses, including fever, fine, difficulty urinating, fine, nasal
Uh-huh.
discharge and cough, fine, depression, okay, fine. I guess I could see that. Everybody gets depressed when they get an STD. Get it? Uh,
Uh-huh.
Head tilt, which I think is very interesting. Which is like horses be like that'd be like a horse being like a dog, like what? What are you
Huh?
talking about? Huh? But it just keeps happening, and it's like, and you're like, do you have herpes? Anyway. Uh, Loss of tail tone, which I assume that's the hair thing. Stumbling or
Uh-huh.
weakness in the hind limbs that progress to all limbs, which is sad, and miscarriage in pregnant mares. In severe cases, the highly contagious viruses can cause significant neurological problems. The viruses do not pose a risk to humans, according to the USDA. So anyway, so thoughts and prayers for these horses and their
Thoughts and prayers.
weird herpes problems. But I mean, herpes is, it goes across all makes and models.
I do appreciate the fact that whoever wrote that headline did not mention the fact that it was equine herpes, that it just said it was canceled due to herpes. And I was like, no, that was an excellent editorial decision because we wouldn't be talking about it right now.
You're absolutely right. Because I saw it and
That's true. That is true.
I was like, gold, boom.
Right.
Because I think I even sent that one to you guys. I was like, hands
You
up.
did, yeah.
You did, yeah.
And this is from the Wall Street Journal. So how America's hottest chicken chain keeps its secret sauce a secret. Are you guys familiar with Raising Cane's? It's a big deal in the Midwest.
Yes.
They've become.
I don't know what the big deal is, but go on, yeah.
Yeah. Apparently they're huge in Nebraska. I was talking to one of my friends, and he's like, yeah, like they buy you can buy a platter of 144 wings, and then people
Jesus.
bring them there, and they get this special sauce. Um, so so this is like I just thought it was interesting because I've had their sauce, and that is
Yeah, you're a sauce guy. I would say connoisseur, really.
a technical term, and so like basically locked. Okay, so this is from the article. Locked in a safe in an undisclosed location sits the key to the success of America's hottest chicken chain. I feel like that's not true. I feel like Chick-fil-A is probably. Yeah. Anyway, a list handwritten some 30 years ago by the co-founder of Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers is the only physical copy of the recipe of the chain's famous sauce. Few people have ever seen it, and while copycat recipes and alleged leaks from disgruntled employees abound, the company says only those who have seen the list really know how to make it. It's kept with a lot of pride and care and secrecy. The
Hmm.
safe is just one of several security protocols for non-disclosure agreements to unmarked ingredient packets that Raising Cane's employees are to protect the sauce that help fuel its growth. So basically, what happened? It goes on to say that like it's so secret that only the managers of each restaurant know how to make it, and they don't really know how to make it because all of the stuff, the spices, whatnot, comes pre-mixed in unmarked bags of different amounts. So
the
like
managers have to like mix it, like
they
they're
mix it
responsible.
every
Nobody else can even get
yeah
their
yeah
hands on it.
yeah. So they mix it every day, and everybody has to, and all the managers have to sign an NDA saying that they will not, and basically like, yo, no, I'm yeah, like, and so like, and so like compared to the 11 herbs and spices, and it's kind of like a whatever, kind of thing, but I've had the sauce. It's fucking like Thousand Island dressing. That's it. I mean, like it's like ketchup, mayo, and Worcestershire sauce, and then some pepper. I mean, if I was gonna call it straight up, and my palate never could be able to determine this unless I lived with my wife, but I can now, and I can tell you right now that like it's not that special, but it is apparently like they made $5.1 billion last year, you know, because they're just
Yeah.
super popular.
Yeah.
So.
No,
It seems like a waste. Yeah.
I agree. No, I have not tried it. I've heard. I've heard just kind of. It's fine. They're chicken fingers.
Sure.
Like,
Yeah.
like,
They're chicken
No
fingers,
big
yeah.
deal.
Like I mean, like I would rather just go to Chili's. It's fine. I know, like Chili's for $10.99, you'll get a fuck ton of food, and and it's on you if you don't take it home. And that's basically their. That is honestly
That's true.
that is kind of their corporate slogan. It's like, look, we don't make the best food,
yeah.
but we make a lot of it, and you will have stuff to take home.
Yeah, this strikes me as like one of those chains that's like it's going to be the hotness for like a decade, and then it's just like in 10 years there will be
Fizzles.
none of these
Yeah.
fucking things around. It will not exist in 10 years.
The next
Yeah, I agree.
Quiznos. The next Quiznos.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Very much like that.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, turkey, bacon, guacamole.
I was
Toasted.
there's another. Do you guys?
I fucking love that sandwich. It's my favorite of all time.
I worked at the Quiznos, and
I know.
and we probably crossed
I
paths.
bet I ate it. You probably made my sandwich, and I didn't even
Probably
know.
made my sandwich too.
They did. Anyway, I probably did.
Make my sandwich. Make it thick.
Fucking delicious.
You're welcome.
Oh,
And then
thank
one more thing. Do you guys have Slim Chickens? Do you know what that is? I don't know
No.
if that's just local. Or
Isn't
not.
that the same? Isn't that Raising Cane's, but just different?
It's different, but they actually serve wings and not just chicken strips.
Okay.
And it's
So they have
fine.
2 menu items.
There's so many like startups, that are trying to cash in on this, like this wing craze, and it just doesn't quite work. But and I'm a wing connoisseur, as you guys know. One of the funniest things I ever heard Matt say was like, I like to watch Tyson eat wings, which is funny because I am very peculiar about how I eat wings. But it's true.
That he is.
Yes, you've seen
a
it.
sight to behold.
You've
Yeah.
both seen it. Yeah, it's a bit of a thing. Anyway,
Now,
those are.
You're a very clean wing eater. I think that's the most fascinating
He is
part.
because he stacks them. He like builds like little like Abe Lincoln
does,
houses
like,
out
little-
of the like Lincoln logs.
buildings. Yeah, it's crazy.
It's very
And he
efficient.
doesn't require a lot of napkins. I think that's the most amazing thing to me. Like when I eat
That's
wings,
true.
I'm
Oh.
using like a pile of fucking napkins or
That's
a roll
why
of
I
paper
can't
towels.
eat them. It's that and like
Same.
ribs. Like I love both,
Me
but
too.
I will use a tree worth of napkins. I just can't. Like I don't know how you do it.
I don't like stuff on my face, but Tyson just does it in a way where it's not on his. I don't understand it. I've seen it happen. I don't get it. Yeah.
There's an art to it.
Yeah.
And to be fair, I have.
Tice, you should write the art of the chicken wing
The art
and
of
put it
The
out
art
there.
of the chicken wing.
Yeah.
Tyson, I do have something I read and I forgot about until you brought up the subject of chicken. But there was a chicken franchise place that was, and I'm sure you're probably familiar with it. It was supposed to open up in Fishers, which is a suburb of Indianapolis, and it's called Chicken and Pickle.
Oh yeah, there's 2
And
of those here.
There's one in Denver.
Yeah, it's a pickleball / chicken restaurant.
Dude, it's a big fucking deal here.
It's a huge deal here.
My friend Becky has been with her boyfriend and mom, and
I can tell you right now, I've been to 3 birthday parties at Chicken and Pickle.
No.
Yeah.
What is happening?
Wow, Tice. Jesus Christ.
Because the kids love it because they get to
Yeah.
play pickleball. The food's decent. It's pretty good. And then there's a bar, so the parents are like, "Well, we don't have to be sober during this bullshit." And but yeah, like it's kind of a big deal.
So do they dunk the chicken in pickle juice
No.
before they fry it?
No.
Is that
It's
part
just,
of the?
it's just pickleball mixed with chicken entrees. So they call it chicken pickle because it's pickleball and chicken. So yeah, but
I think also subconsciously reminds people of Chick-fil-A.
Sure.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
but I will say their wings are excellent. I will say, and I'm
Okay,
a kind of a
all
wing
right.
Okay.
connoisseur, and
Check it
so
out, Smith.
Okay,
yeah, I
well,
mean,
You need to go get
unfortunately,
steak
their
fucking nuggets.
expansion plans have been
you know,
halted. So apparently, it's
oh,
not going that great.
Not
well,
that
I mean,
great.
I will, but I will say that like they just whatever they do, like they've got all this
If
kind
you
of
build it, they will come.
That's
Yeah.
basically,
probably
yeah,
true.
it's basically
In Johnson County, that's true. Yeah.
all this
Yeah.
shit that kids can do, and then you have, I mean,
Yeah.
basically, I would say there's about 3,000 seats in the average chicken pickle.
Holy
Holy
crap!
It's
shit.
fucking huge, and like it's like many buildings, like 4 different buildings, 3 different bars,
A
Whoa.
eating
campus?
outside. Oh, it's
Oh
huge.
my!
Yeah, it's massive. Yeah, so
No idea.
it's a big deal. Yeah, and
Okay.
parking is ridiculous. So I mean, yeah, so it's a big deal. Yeah,
It must have been
All
started in
right.
Kansas
I
because there were
gotta
like
go.
4 locations in Kansas. So
there
like,
are several. Yeah.
yeah. So it must have been. It sounds like the kind of idea that would come out of Kansas.
Well, they just kind of
Little
got on
bit.
top of that they
The
kind of
pickleball craze
they did
and
they
chicken
kind of
craze. Yeah.
got on it a little early, and so it
Yeah.
just became a thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's fine. It's fine. I one
I
time
agree.
I have a chicken pickle like pullover because it was freezing there and I didn't have a coat, so I bought one. so,
That's
so
good
it's
marketing
so
right there.
goddamn cold.
Make it freezing in here. Yeah, them and the AMC. Yeah, like, you bring a blanket to chicken and pickle.
Anyway,
Uh,
that's it. Go
Very
on.
nice.
Very nice. Smith?
Thank you.
I got a few. This one, the Philadelphia Inquirer, yesterday, Pete Hegseth at a 2016 talk cited the same military laws the lawmakers he's now calling seditious. So if you kind of missed this the last couple of weeks, there were some Democratic, I think, senators that made some comments or made a video together, because that's apparently what the Democratic Party does. They make these viral videos that are fucking stupid.
Yeah,
anyway,
they do.
he made a good point that, you can potentially not have to follow unlawful orders that come down from the military command. And so Trump immediately retweeted something out about it was sedition and how the punishment for sedition was execution. And then he doubled down on that, and they were all evidence. Well, anyway, apparently there's a video, about 10-year-old video of Pete Hegseth himself saying that, oh, yeah, there are reasons why you shouldn't follow military orders for basically the same thing.
What do you know?
So, this is really more of a segue into the fucking shit show that has been Pete Hegseth for the last week.
Been fun.
It has been fun. I've been enjoying it.
I could drive a man to drink. But yeah, he's had a real bad week. The whole signal controversy, like he was in office for like 48 hours before he was like using his fucking phone to communicate. Anyway, so they came back and basically berated him over that. Said he put troops' lives in danger. Yeah, no shit. But also the big thing was lately is we've been. I don't understand how this is legal, but for the past couple, like 3 or 4 weeks, it's not exactly. But we just have been spotting like what we assume to be drug running boats and fucking blowing them up. Yeah. And apparently they did this. The rules of engagement say that if there are survivors after initial attack, there are rules of engagement. There are rules to war. Now I know, but there are rules to war. Anyway, and apparently there were earlier reports said that he was in the room, made the comment, kill them all. And they did.
Yeah.
Well, and now they're saying that no, he wasn't anywhere near it, that it was his admiral. So he's having a
scramble.
Terrible week.
Yeah.
What a fucking throw under the bus, by the way. It's I fully support this admiral who
so
fucking
I hope that
made
admiral,
the call.
So I hope that guy has a fucking nutsack.
Me
I doubt he does, because I'm sorry, like, if you're in the military, you're fucking complicit right now. Like, I get it. Like, if you're a higher up, not like the average, person serving, not the average, but higher ups and the generals, you are fucking complicit right now.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry you are. It's so, just makes me mad.
Well,
makes me real mad.
What I was told today from Beth actually was that the guy. So Headsworth came in the office and said, like, we're going to start bombing these boats, Nicaragua or whatever, And the guy was like, no, we're not doing that. That's a fucking war crime, or essentially something like that. And Headsworth was like, no, that's what we're doing. And 15 minutes later, he handing in his resignation, and he's going to testify to
Good.
Congress.
Oh, awesome. Okay. Well, there's one good.
Whoa.
And
Okay.
I feel like military people in general, if you go up the ranks that high, are probably pretty good people. I mean, the people that make
Yeah.
bad military decisions are usually the politicians, right?
That is very true. Yeah, that is very true.
So like I feel like this guy who he threw under the bus is probably seething right now. Well, I'm sure he's seething. I would be seething.
Yeah.
And
Oh, I'm sure.
I wouldn't be surprised if he fucking went in front of Congress, and did all
Well, there were, to be fair, there was kind of there is bipartisan concern over this, which people are starting to get a little braver. They're realizing that he's got a 34% approval rating. What the fuck is this guy actually doing for us?
And he's a lame duck.
Is he helping? Yes, he is. Exactly. He's been. So I think I think it's going to be this progression in the next 12 months. They're going to realize they're going to lose control of the House.
Yeah.
It's going to be this slow progression of people bailing. And they're just going to be right,
MTG bailed, and people are like, well, when did she grow a brain? I'm like, she didn't grow a brain. She wants to be president. She's fucking.
Yes,
exactly.
She's like, this is a fucking train to Death Valley.
I have full faith in Republicans doing the right thing for the wrong reason.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
Wait, Smith, did you see the name tag from the cabinet meeting?
Yes. Holy shit, I just saw that this morning. So his name tag, you tell the story. You brought it up.
Well, you just have to see the memes about it, but they put an extra S in front of Secretary of War. So the Daily Show, I think, tweeted out the first meme that I saw, and it said, "Pete's so drunk, even his nameplate is slurring its words." You can't make this shit up.
Yeah. But also, too, how do you fucking make a nameplate and not notice it's misspelled, especially a double S, like an extra T or maybe a U? But no, it's
a double S. It's bad. So stupid.
S's, which also has the other, sort of Nazi affiliation. So there's also kind of
a little bit. He probably requested it, to be honest. Just slide that extra one in there.
I think it's cute. So
yeah.
Remember when his own fucking mother said he was a drunk and shouldn't have this job?
Yeah,
I do. Oh my God. All right. Good segue into our next one. Heavily intoxicated raccoon passes out in liquor store bathroom after breaking in.
Yes. That's a good one.
This comes from Augusta, Georgia. Apparently a raccoon broke into a liquor store, had himself one hell of a party, and literally passed out in the men's room. He's just right by the toilet.
I laughed so hard at that last night. Oh my God!
I want to say
so good.
This is the first infraction we've ever had in our history, because Dawson called dibs on that story this morning.
Or was he? Shit, she did.
I did, but
it's the first infraction that we've ever had.
It is. Yeah, I saw it on Tyson's face. No, but Smith did. Okay, and I wasn't going to bring it up, Smith, only because you said you got a new phone. And I think there were some things before you got on, Tyson. Okay, a little insider baseball. Smith was like, "Did you get my text message that I sent?" And I was like, "Which one?" So I think some things are getting lost, basically.
So I apologize. I did not mean to steal that.
You guys, people that are listening to this, have to look up the story, because
it's so great.
There's a photo of the raccoon passed out by the
next
toilet.
to a toilet.
It's unbelievable.
It's real.
This
is not made up. This is an actual thing that happened.
Yeah. So the news story headline is "Masked Bandit breaks into ABC store, gets drunk." I love that. Love it.
That's awesome.
Now, didn't he break in? Okay, I don't remember exactly, but he broke in maybe Friday night and drank all night. And then they caught him Saturday at some point?
Mostly, what was it? Whiskey. He had a preference for whiskey or bourbon.
That's awesome. I really think people should just have pet raccoons. They just seem fun.
I think they're adorable. They kind of scare me a little bit. I saw some cute little Asian girls get chased by raccoons on Fort Hays campus when I was going to school. So they terrify me a little bit, but I don't know. I'm changing my mind about it.
You don't have to be scared. It's a well-known fact they dislike Asians. That's
that is weird, but it's the eye. It's the eye.
You're good.
But
I was also super high, so I could have been making it up. But there are other witnesses. Chrissy Tippy.
I believe it. I mean, we used to call them. They used to be called North American monkeys in Florida, in Orlando, because they would they would just hang out, and they would
hang out.
I mean, Matt and I who lived at a house that raccoons came and constantly stole shit from our trash. You know,
Oh yeah, trash pandas. I mean, they can get pretty fucking massive with the trash intake.
yeah.
So yeah, yep,
um,
big fan. I
Uh,
love that story. It's so good.
comes
it's
from
so
new.
good.
Yeah, apologies
That's
for
okay,
stealing that from you.
You know
No,
what?
it's okay. It's okay, Smith. We're
Can't
good.
happen again.
I just was waiting for a time. What were we at? 148 episodes. So I could use the word infraction. You know, but anyway, that's fine. It's fine.
well, to be
I think we've
continued.
had others. I don't know.
I'm
Maybe
Maybe.
this is
Yeah. Not that blatant though. That was just
I've never listened to any episode, so I don't know.
From Newsweek yesterday.
That was me flipping Tyson off for the listeners.
IRS to watch OnlyFans content in no tax on tips dispute. So basically, in the beautiful new bill, they put in a clause that said tips on pornographic material was not valid. And so all these people who are on OnlyFans, the IRS, as part of the audit process, will watch what you're doing on OnlyFans and make sure that it's not pornographic in nature. So
what
are we gonna do?
Shit!
I don't know. What
about all my foot fucking pictures?
I don't know how much of a tax deduction you guys take from this show, but mine's sizable. So yeah.
I need to talk to your attorney. I need to talk to your
same. Can you send
send
us
over
his or hers numbers?
I really need to share the jet more. I really need to do that. This comes from The Independent. Barry Weiss mocked for suggesting charismatic voices like Alan Dershowitz are what CBS News needs. So if you're watching the shit show that is CBS News, they put in this absolute moron. And if you know who
Alan, part of OJ Simpson's fucking defense team.
Like,
God, that guy's a fucking
Epstein.
One of absolutely. Yeah, he's one of the least charismatic. Just shut up, Barry. You're a fucking moron.
Yeah.
Oh, this just in this afternoon, My Pillow founder and Trump ally Mike Lindell is filed to run for Minnesota governor. So we've got that to look forward to.
Actually, you know, that's slightly concerning because Minnesota once elected Jesse Ventura as their
governor. They did.
So, but I will say that I keep getting emails from him because I bought a My Pillow one time 100 years ago. And
yeah, you love that fucking pillow though. You've told us that. Yeah.
I do. But doesn't matter. They make knockoffs now using the same technology on Amazon. But he's desperate, people. You don't.
He is.
You don't see these emails. These emails are like, please help me. Like they're not good. Life is not great for him. Anyway.
And it's not, as it should be. And last but not least, Bay Area teacher wrongly ID'd as convict, pulled from class due to last name Smith. Woman named Jody Smith apparently shared the same name as another Jody Smith and was arrested until they realized their mistake.
Who arrested them? Was it ICE or was it just like a regular?
It wasn't ICE. It was just the normal San Jose, California Police Department.
Right on top.
Wow.
But yeah, big reason her last name was Smith. They just moved from Minnesota too, so they moved to the big city.
Wow.
And, so anyway, it's tough out there.
It is.
It really is.
It is. It's hard.
Tread lightly.
Those are my headlines.
Very nice.
Very nice, Smith.
Well,
very nice. I have a couple. The first one comes to us from CBSNews.com. Cheetos and Doritos without their bright orange color are set to hit stores next month. So I think that posted in November. It's an RFK thing. Yeah. So basically, starting in December, stores will sell simply naked versions of the popular snacks that don't have their bright orange colors. And so if you go to this article, you can see like the side by side. You're basically taking away the fun, to be honest. But, you know, it's a RFK initiative. He wants to take away all of the food dyes and products. And so they're doing it with Cheetos and Doritos, which are two of my favorite snacks, that I don't indulge in all the time, but when I do, I like to see some crazy colored shit. So,
Yeah, that's fair.
yeah, I'm not too pleased about this,
Are
but they're going for it.
Are they launching a new brand? It's a variant, right?
It
Like they're
will.
not getting.
The brand itself will be NKD Naked. So
Okay.
that's how they're launching
Yeah,
it.
that's going to last about as long as WoW did, and eventually, the anal seepage will happen here too. And no, this shit won't last 6 months.
Yeah, that is true.
But you know what? Like, honestly, like if he just spent all his time focusing on this and not vaccines, I'd be so happy. So
That's true too.
That is true. That's a very good point.
Be fine.
Just keep that guy distracted.
Yeah.
My next headline is from foxnews.com. Puke. ShamWow guy files to run for Congress in Texas as Republican candidate.
That guy.
That fucking guy is back. Oh yeah, you guys remember the ShamWow guy?
Oh yeah,
that guy. Well,
Vince Shlomi.
Well, he fucking
to unseat 84-year-old incumbent John Carter in suburban Austin district.
But I mean, did he get in trouble because he like did something terrible? I mean,
I thought he did too, but that may have been another
too. And I asked ChatGPT, and it didn't fucking come up.
Yeah, I thought he diddled. But
I think he did something bad, but
I thought he did too.
Maybe not Jared from Subway bad, but pretty bad.
All right, somebody ChatGPT it again. Yeah, not Jared from Subway. They're not going to do a documentary on this douchebag, but yeah. But he's going for it.
He fucking
he got in a fight with a hooker in 2009.
Is that what it was?
Okay, there it is.
Yeah, it was just a drunken fight with a hooker. So he's good.
No big deal.
He's good.
He's perfect for the Republican Party.
Absolutely.
Had a fight with
I say just go ahead and run for president right now. Just do it. He's clearly qualified. He's basically Jesus.
Make America ShamWow again. Jesus.
See what he can do with that towel? It's fucking crazy.
They just make the American flags from the towel.
Or they just rebuild the East Wing with the towels.
So many possibilities.
There really are.
Jesus Christ. And then next comes from the Independent. Melania Trump reveals name of her new production company ahead of controversial $40 million Amazon documentary release. Did you guys see this?
I did.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
so
what?
The name of her, there's a documentary coming out called Melania. And it's behind the scenes look at the days leading up to fucking Trump's second inauguration. Can't wait for that one.
Oh yeah.
But and the thing cost $40 million to make, the documentary itself. So Melania is now, basically presenting her new production company, and the name for it is a total misfire. It should be called Be Best. Like, let's just be honest. It's called Muse.
Muse.
Which is terrible too. But at least with Be Best, she'd be leaning into her dumb shit.
That's true.
So
that's true.
Anyway, can't wait for the shit that's coming from that.
Oh God.
I
can't wait for that to crash and burn. Like,
I know. Tyson's face palming for people who can't see. But it's...
Yeah. I mean, like, she's the most uncharismatic woman anyway, and
Yes.
I know she has made a deal with the devil and and all this stuff, but like it's just like, I mean, there's parts of me that feel bad for her, and there's other parts of me that's just like,
I don't feel bad for her. I don't.
You do not. You do not feel bad for her.
I got chastised.
No, you did. I'm sorry. I love you, buddy, but you do
like you pissed on the rug.
No. That woman knew exactly what she signed up for.
You're bad boy.
She did. I mean, she did. She was just, trying to get out of fucking Lithuania, or where the fuck she's from.
That's true. She may not have known who the package was addressed to at the time, so that's fair. You're right. Sorry, Melania. I should have given you the benefit of the doubt.
No apologize for me, bitch. Yeah, no, she's awful. So anyway. And she's going to start making awful content. So can't wait. Awesome. Great.
Actually, the part of me that enjoys terrible media, it really sort of looks forward to what.
Well, it's great for us. I mean, we can next get together. We'll have some
That's true.
stuff.
That's true. That's true.
Sure,
And
yeah.
if they would have given Stormy Daniels $40 million, I don't know what would have come out of it, but it would have been better than this shit.
Oh,
I
for sure.
Agreed.
guarantee it. So,
Agreed.
yeah.
Yes. Lastly, this comes from NPR. A Frida Kahlo painting broke records at auction a couple weeks ago. I want to say before Thanksgiving. But it sold for $54.7 million. And it was, I guess it succeeded, who was it? Georgia O'Keeffe. Who she had sold a painting, or one of her paintings rather, $44.4 million. So yay!
Yeah.
Female artist.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, give it up.
Good stuff. I love Frida Kahlo's work. It's you can see it, read the article. It's really interesting, but I'm happy for her spirit.
Yeah.
Sucks that all artists don't get that fucking popular until after they die. That's a whole other conversation. But you know,
I like that Norman Rockwell guy. I like his stuff.
He's a good old guy. Yeah, folksy. Yeah. Speaking of Thanksgiving, that should be above every fucking dining room table. Yeah,
that's right.
Well, I mean, was it on Daily Show where they showed like how a woman could never hold up a turkey that size? And place it on it because she would just fall over because the turkey was obviously like 100 pounds.
I think it was MythBusters who actually
MythBusters. That makes sense. Yeah.
No way.
There's no way.
50s housewife could have handled that bird.
Oh, it might have been SNL. I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, it was just like it was
ridiculous. Arms? No, not gonna happen.
Nope.
That's it. We have headlined. Hey, good job. Plug. Tyson.
Plug.
What have you been ingesting?
It's so weird. Like I was like, what have I been doing? And I couldn't think of anything. And so we've been slowly watching we watched the first season of Stranger Things, and we're gonna watch all of it, and then but stuff started to leak, from the new season.
Oh yeah.
So they were like, you need to watch this episode and this episode for season 2, and this episode and this episode of season 4. So we have one more episode of season 4, and they're like, you just watch these 4 episodes, you'll know everything you need to know before you go to the next thing.
The next thing.
Yeah.
Smith, are you watching Stranger Things too?
Yeah.
Or have you? Okay.
We did. Yeah. We what do you think I am? Communist? Yeah, of course. We're watching. It was Thanksgiving, for Christ's sakes. Yes.
Yeah. So we haven't started the new show yet, but I will say,
sorry,
I went and saw Predator: Badlands in the theater. It was really good. It was really good.
Yes.
It was so good. I was just watching it the whole time, being like, "This is what Avatar wishes it could be." It's so fucking
good
awesome.
Call.
And
I loved it.
Yeah,
Smith, you got to see it. It's so fun.
It is super fun. People were applauding. I mean, there weren't a lot of.
Tyson, it's the only movie this year I've gone to where people were clapping at the end of it. I was like, "Holy shit!"
Well, go to Wicked 2, and then
oh fuck, hard pass.
And then so I did want to, but yeah, it's really good. I highly recommend it. Alton Brown cooks. He started a new series. Alton Brown famously did Good Eats, which is a science comedy cooking show, which is beloved in this household and many other places. But Alton Brown is he made a cooking show at Good Eats originally. His formula was like, I want it to be part Mr. Wizard, part Monty Python, and part Julia Child. And it is very much that, because he tells you how to cook, but at the same time, he tells you the science behind it, and it's funny. And he does use puppets and all kinds of cool stuff. So anyway, Alton Brown Cooks is on Netflix, and he's going to do one a week. And that's how we found out about how to do that brine / thaw at the same time, which is very interesting.
I'm real curious about that. I'm going to check it out.
It really worked well. Because we got gifted that turkey. First off, our friend Greg moved to Texas, and he just brought over everything in his fridge and his freezer, and there's just 2 of them there, and they had an 18.5-pound bird. Now, it is impossible to cook an 18.5-pound bird because you will never get it cooked evenly. So Beth had to figure out how to spatchcock it and all this kind of stuff, and she did a great job, and it turned out really well. But it's a really interesting way of doing it. And then there's a comedian named Michelle Wolf who has a new Netflix special, and it is very, very funny. She had a baby at 37, and just some of the things she talks about parenthood and all that kind of stuff. It's really quite good. Now let's talk. So I have one new record I want to plug, and it is the Replacements. Let It Be.
Ooh.
It is a 4 record album. They redid. So this is kind of their most famous record. It's got so they remastered the original record, and they put in a bunch of rarities and B-sides, including the song "Perfectly Lethal," which is one of my favorite songs of them of all time. Never got released. And then there's 2 more records, which unfortunately you can't find on Spotify right now. But 2 more records are a live show from 1994 in Chicago. Highly recommend this. And then if you order from Rhino, who put it up, you get this cool little album.
Sick.
And it is 6 songs live from New Jersey in February 11th, 1994, which is very, very cool.
Is that a 10-inch?
It's 10-inch, yeah. So,
yeah,
and you can only get it if you order from Rhino. You can't get it from anywhere else. And something I learned from them a few releases ago is they put out a little extra thing if you order from them. So sometimes it's a 7-inch, sometimes
nice.
it's another. Yeah, so very cool. They re-released this a little bit ago. I haven't been buying records, but I decided to plug it because I was excited. The first Camper von Beethoven record, which has the famous "Take the Skinheads Bowling," and also one of my other favorite songs, which is the Skinhead Stomp. I highly recommend that. So there's this artist called Jason. I don't know if you're familiar with her.
Yes.
So Jason,
nice ties.
Very cool. She's half of Bachelor, which was one of my top records a couple years ago on the podcast. She's also the touring guitarist for Boy Genius. And there's a song on here called Float, which features Jim Atkins, who is the singer from Jimmy World, and it is fantastic.
Awesome.
It is very good.
Cool.
Yeah. It is clear.
Okay.
It is a great, and she does all the production. She does all the stuff. So
she's fucking good. She's like underrated.
She's super underrated.
Under the radar. Yeah.
Yeah. And but
I like her a lot.
Just very, very impressive record. If you like, kind of girl rock bands, very good. Like Mommy and all that kind of stuff. And then this is just one that I just finally got around to listen to. It's called Maniacs on Wheels, and it is a bunch of biker anthems from 60s movies.
Nice.
And so kind of exciting. There's 3 of these movies were actually on Mystery Science Theater, and it's just a fun little record. You won't be able to find it on your stream service, but you will be able to find it on YouTube if you want. So Maniacs on Wheels.
Very nice.
So those are my plugs for this week.
Sweet. Very good. Smith, what do you have?
Yeah, I got a handful. Some time has passed, and so some media has been released. Lots of stuff that we've caught up on. One of my favorites is a mini series on Netflix called Death by Lightning. It is about the story of our fine president, James Garfield, who most people don't realize was assassinated.
Yes.
Great people. It's got
the cast is fucking awesome, right?
Michael Shannon, Nick Offerman, Bradley Whitford, Matthew McFadden from Severance, or not Severance.
Succession.
Succession, yeah.
Yeah.
Really good. I think it's only like 4 or 5 episodes, but it's excellent.
What's it called?
It's called Death by Lightning.
Death by Lightning.
And you kind of wandered into it because we're like, how interesting can this James Garfield character really be? It's fascinating. It's just excellently done. Very, very good. A couple other thrillers. This one was on Netflix, got released a couple weeks ago, called The Beast in Me.
Yes. I will second that plug.
Has Claire Danes and Matthew Reese.
Yep.
And Jonathan Banks from Breaking Bad is also in it. Really, really good. Really good. It's about a woman who lives in like a ridiculously nice house. She's a writer. She's blocked. She's got the block, and a suspected murderer moves in next door. And very good, very good.
What did you think of the first episode? Because the first episode, I was like, I don't know if this is going to be good or not.
Yeah,
And then by the second episode, you're like, oh shit, this is good.
it is. Yeah, it is a
A little bit
slower
of a
build.
slow
It
burn.
is a
Yeah.
slower build. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But I know I agree. It was very happy by the end of it. Another one. This was on the cock. Is called All Her Fault.
That's on my list too.
I thought this was amazingly good. It's about, it's kind of, you've seen kind of variations on the theme of a story where mother takes her son to a play date and then goes back to pick him up. And like, they have no knowledge of this child. They have no idea what she's talking about. But it's like all kinds of twists and turns. One of the best thriller TV series I've seen in a good long while. Has Sarah Snook, another
yes.
Dakota Fanning. Very, very, very good. And another one that got kind of crappy reviews. Not a strong recommendation, but it has a couple people I really like. David Duchovny, and then Jack Whitehall.
It's on my list too.
Malice on Amazon Prime. Not amazing, but I think it was better than the 48% I got on Rotten Tomatoes. But Rotten Tomatoes. They're followers. They're followers.
A little bit.
And last one is the new show by the former Breaking Bad showrunner. It's called Pluribus, which is on Apple TV. And it is it's quite good. I think it's on 3 or 4 episodes now. It is interesting. It's sort of a it's kind of zombie, kind of post-apocalyptic, but different. Really still 5 episodes in. Not really sure where it's going exactly.
I will say the production quality of that show is off the fucking charts.
It's excellent. The intro is like awesome as shit too. Those are my recommendations. So if you have some time to watch some television, if you find yourself watching some TV, start there.
Yes. Good plugs.
Thank you.
I have a couple. There's a documentary on Apple TV called Stiller and Mira about Ben Stiller's parents, Jerry Stiller and Ann Mira.
Oh, cool.
It's directed by Ben and his sister, and it's actually really good. It's kind of like a nice love letter to a comedy duo, and how hard the business was on their relationship and how you didn't really see that. But I don't know. I don't want to give too much away, but Ben did a hell of a job on it. And it must have been really hard to do and to get through all of their shit because they're like borderline hoarders, like my mom and my stepdaughter. Sorry, Ernst. But anyway, great documentary. Highly recommend that. And then let's see what else. There's a documentary on Hulu called Lilith Fair Building a Mystery, directed by Ali Pankey. Tice, did you watch it?
We marked it because we both want to watch it. Yeah.
Oh, it's so good. I mean, like for people who aren't aware of what Lilith Fair was, it was an all-female festival from the 90s.
Yeah, it was like the opposite of Lollapalooza. It was supposed to be like a different vibe,
that Sarah McLachlan literally birthed through her loins. Not really, but I mean, literally, it goes into like so many confessionals, interviews with like Paula Cole, Bonnie Raitt, Lisa Loeb, the Indigo Girls. Like, it's just fucking, it's great. I cried. I loved it. I fucking loved it.
Every time I hear Paula Cole's name, I cannot help think about, her song. What was it?
The armpit hair?
Where she was bouncing around and go. It was like, where have all the cowboys gone? That was the song.
The Cowboys Gone, yeah.
Yeah, and then she's got a tambourine. She goes, yippee-oo, yippee, yippee-oo, yippee. And I'm like, God damn it, just fucking don't do that part. Like, everything else about the song is pretty great. Like, don't do that. But anyway, sorry, go ahead.
I got to say some of the funniest commentary, and Tice, like, Smith, you got to watch it too, comes from Erykah Badu. Like, Erykah Badu is off her fucking rocker. Like the shit that comes out of her mouth these days, I just want to eat all of it up. Like there's this funny video of her talking like shit on aliens and why they haven't abducted her yet, and like how she's just like doing everything possible to like make herself known to them. She actually says some pretty profound things in regards to the festival itself and Sarah McLachlan and what she did for, women in music. And so anyway, it's fantastic. Definitely check that out. And then there's a documentary series on Hulu called Born Evil: The Serial Killer and the Saint, and it's produced by Michael Bay, who actually also interviews, and you get clips of the interview throughout the series of his talks with Haddon Clark, who is this serial killer who not a lot of people know of. And it's really fascinating in that they talk a lot about his family and him growing up and what happens in his family that kind of constitutes like this crazy trip that he goes on in his life. And his brother, his middle brother, is off his fucking chain. Like it's really fascinating from a psychological perspective. So I really enjoyed it. And then lastly, there's a new album that came out from a band that I really wasn't familiar with. Tyson, you probably have heard of them. Silver Bell Hill. Have you heard of them?
I have not, no.
The album is called Fairy East. They're an indie folk rock band from Austin, Texas. And it's very like acoustic guitar heavy, but I like it a lot. It's quite good. There's a song on there called Specs that I've listened to a ton of times. And so anyway, it's a good album. Check it out. And that is it. And now there's a puppy tail in the background.
Aw, puppy tail.
So cute.
Queso Fresco, do you want to say hi?
Queso Fresco.
Queso.
Queso Fresco.
You can't hear
Queso
us.
Fresco.
No.
Hey, buddy.
You can hear Tyson.
Oh,
there he is.
Oh my goodness. Look at that little face.
Look at that look.
Yeah. He's a good.
I love how the cat's like, oh fuck, the dog's here.
They're like, fine. They actually don't mind. They don't mind him so much. It's the other dogs that are just like, like haven't quite. It's actually just
getting all up in it.
Yeah. But here, watch. Look at this face. Oh. Queso. Oh, he didn't care. He's not camera ready.
He's gone.
I know. Buddy.
All right, unplugs. Tice, what's your unplug?
Well, let's see. Okay, this is a very weird unplug, but we were supposed to get 1 to 2 inches of snow Monday, and we got 5. and so
it sounds exactly like us today. So it was like 6.
I was supposed to go out and put up the Christmas lights. No, I don't know if that's ever going to happen now. So I'm going to unplug the weather and just kind of go with that right now. So sorry, that is the weakest unplug I've ever had, but I really didn't see enough.
I don't think it's weak.
Anyway, it's pretty weak. Anyway, next.
No, it's a little weak.
No, it's about to get weaker.
Totally weak.
I don't have one. I'm sure there's things I disliked about the
you're just so full of the holiday spirit that you don't have anything to talk shit on?
It's the overbearing positivity, which I call my daily existence, that really precludes me from finding an unplug.
I'm jealous.
You know what? I'm going to go here. Well, Dawson, I want to make sure I don't have the same one that you do. So unless that's impossible. Because mine is yours media related.
No, I had an unplug that was media related, but I've switched horses. So you go ahead.
Okay. You know what? I'm not going to say it's an unplug, but I'm kind of over Stranger Things. I think it's kind of just like it's kind of It's kind of, and I
would agree with that.
I don't know, and I think part of it is because Welcome to Derry is so fucking good, and it's like, and again, that is better, kind of but it's just, I just don't. They're all like, sevens.
Facial hair now, and Yeah, it's weird.
I watched
Weird.
I watched the first 2 episodes of Welcome to Derry because you were like, "It's my favorite show," and I was like, and I watched it and I was like, "Of course it is. It's like fucking The Wonder Years with a scary theme," and I'm like, "Of course Matt loves this show."
Simple man, Tyson. I never pretended to be anything other than that. I'm a simple.
I was just like,
Uh,
I was just like, this is the show that Matt would make if he had to make a horror movie. He'd be like, he'd just
uh,
take one part Young Wonder Years, one part
oh,
Degrassi, and one part.
I literally almost gave the example of comparing Stranger Things to like when the Wonder Years came back and Kevin had gone through puberty and it just wasn't the same.
It wasn't the
It was
same.
like, who is this guy? Like, it's kind of like it's still good. It's just I don't know. I think it's time for it to end. I think that's what I'm saying.
Well, it is
Okay,
ending,
yeah,
right?
I would
But I
agree
mean,
with that.
they're gonna have a spin-off. I don't know. I kind of really. I mean, they kind of nailed it straight out of the gate with the first one. Right?
Yeah. Oh, it's an excellent TV show, and it's still very, very, very good. It's just I don't know. I find myself wanting more. Yeah, it seems like they're kind of running the stories kind of on fumes a little bit.
Well, that's the thing is that when I found out that for us to catch up on 5 seasons of lore, we had to watch 4 episodes to know everything we needed to know about season 6. I was like, that's not a good sign. I was like,
No.
like I don't know.
That's true.
But at least you got that intel, right? And you didn't have to waste your
yeah,
time on bullshit episodes like the rest of us. Yeah.
Oh my god! Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I agree with that.
You can look that up, by the way. If people are at home and they're like,
I will.
There's like 2 episodes in season 2.
I'm gonna look that up too, actually. Yeah, I'm curious. Yeah, just to refresh a little bit.
Still gonna finish it off. I'm sure I'll still enjoy it. Just it's not as like magical.
It's lost a bit of the magic.
You know, it was like we were watching something and I was like, well, there's all this bike riding. Okay, that's cool. I guess that's a motif in the show. And and then I'm still a little mad that they never brought Anne back, or whatever her name was, Patty or whatever her name was.
That the girl that got it in the pool.
Yeah, the guy in the pool. Yeah.
Yeah,
and,
what was her name?
But I mean, I was, and she does show up
anyway.
in later episodes, a little bit, but she's dead, and it's like.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
It's not the same.
That's a good unplug. That's fair. That's
all right. I didn't know I was edited, but I said it. I said my piece. I'm all right with
I feel like most people are going to agree with that unplug. I don't know if you guys are going to agree with mine, but I'm just going to set fire to
I'm excited to hear it because you mentioned it was controversial.
So my unplug is people who put up the Christmas tree before Thanksgiving and start playing Christmas music before Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Do not do that until after Thanksgiving, for the love of fucking God. Jesus.
Yeah, I think that's Thanksgiving kind of like the unofficial starting. Like, okay, it's fine to you can proceed.
It is. Yeah, exactly.
A month is enough.
Know.
Yeah.
Sorry, Dad. My dad doesn't listen to this shit, but he was like, let's put up the Christmas tree and put on and I'm like, oh my God, it's still November. Let's have a breather,
Well, I mean, I don't mind doing it on Thanksgiving weekend because you're off work and whatever, and that's all fine, whatever, but I do want to I do want to revise my unplug because I did hear something fucking awful. I just thought of. I was going.
Do it.
I had to take an Uber. I had a 7 a.m. appointment at my doctor's office, and I took an Uber because I was like, Beth, you can sleep in because she's sick, whatever. And I'm listening to music, and it sounds like to me. I didn't know the name of the band. I can't see very well right now because of the bubble, and I couldn't see who the band was. But it was just I was like, this band sounds like they were a metal band in the '80s. And they're trying to sound contemporary. And so they had kind of drum machines, but they still had harmonica solos. It just, none of it worked. None of it worked. At all. Nothing.
Yeah.
Finally, 20 minutes into this ride, I get dropped off and I was like, can I ask you what we're listening to? And he's like, oh yeah, this is ZZ Top's latest record. and everything clicked. I was like, oh yeah, that makes total fucking sense because this is a terrible idea and they should just fucking make LaGrange and Legs and not do any of this bullshit. They're one of the greatest bands of all time. Just don't.
Didn't you notice your Uber was a deuce coupe? I mean, didn't you realize
His
when
name
you
was
got in?
his name was Bradley. He was clearly older and balding. So I was like, I feel like this is a band that he probably listened to in his youth, and he's just trying to
Sure.
support them.
Wow, yeah.
But it was just
Yeah.
it was worse. I have
Oh,
no idea.
that sucks.
I didn't sound hound it. I didn't Shazam it. I don't have any idea what album it was, but it was terrible. So like, so like I would say, like, if you listen to anything by ZZ Top after Eliminator, probably wasting your time. Just a guess, just a guess. But I mean, maybe even Eliminator is probably too far in the catalog. Who knows? But but they got
Might be.
legs. They know how to use them. It's
They
a good
know how to
song.
use them. That's all I know about ZZ Top. And
Uh,
they're constantly plugging up their fucking showers and sinks. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah,
It's true.
I don't know. I am post pork. I mean, one of them's dead. I mean, it sounded like it was like, all right, we got to make another record. We'll sell at least 100,000 of them, right? Like, all
Need some
right.
money. Yeah.
Yeah.
I weirdly despise ZZ Top. It just something about
I agree. Yeah, I'm not a fan.
Whatever. Lagrange is great. Let's just all say it. Lagrange is great. It's great. Fine. You just come on, man. That's like
All
Texas.
right, I'll give it a listen before
Yeah,
bed.
don't they like spin their guitars in one of the music videos? Like, I guess
For
that's
sure.
cool.
Yeah.
That's about it. Yeah,
Yeah, they
yeah.
were basically like beards and legs and gimmicks
They
at
got
that
a
point in the
lot
80s.
of fucking like balding dudes with long beards laid
They
after their shit
they
came
Right, true.
out.
That's
Really,
probably true.
truly, you know?
It's
That's
true. I
probably true.
mean,
Good for them.
I had a friend who knew a friend of mine knew Drew Carey, and I was like, "Can you tell him something for me?" And he was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Would you tell him that? Would you thank him for the fact that it was okay that fat guys could get laid in the '90s thanks to him?" And he told him that. He told him that, and he told me, he goes, he just sat there for a second and laughed. He goes, "I suppose I did."
Fuck yeah. You know what? Drew Carey, after I heard his rant, or like not really a rant, but his crazy like
Oh, is it
description of going to fish at the Sphere,
at the
I was
Sphere?
like,
Yeah,
that dude is fucking awesome. I would love to have a beer with him.
I'm still a huge
Fucking
fan.
great.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah. Anyway, sorry. Okay, well, that was a good
Great
show.
unplug. All right. Good job,
Yes.
guys. Wonderful.
I don't.
Tice, how are
I'm
you
gonna
gonna
just.
close this out?
So I'm just gonna show this thing I told you guys about this, but in the '80s there used to be these things called answering machines. This was before voicemail, and
Uh-huh.
they used to do a commercial, and this commercial for an answering machine cassette called Crazy Calls. And I have been looking for this thing for over 30 years because in 1985, which is when the original commercial ran out, I was 10. I didn't have any cash. I didn't know what COD meant, and it didn't matter because that was still a thing. But people that watch TV as a youth know exactly what I'm talking about because it's got Matt. Do you want to do the Nobody's Home thing?
Nobody's home. So there's that one. I'm glad you called, but I'm not home.
Yeah,
Please
the
leave a
rap.
message on the telephone. You got to wait for the beep. You got to leave your
Wait,
name. You got
you
to
gotta
leave
leave
your
your
number.
number. Wait
Wait
for
for
the
the beep.
beep. Yeah. If you look it up on YouTube, look up
Like,
Crazy Calls on YouTube. You'll see the commercial. It's like 2 minutes long. It's amazing.
and
Anyway,
I cannot wait to hear this once you get it up and running because
yeah, I'm
I'm
super
so
excited about it. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. So I'm gonna digitize the shit out of it, and because there's 5 things on there, and that was basically what people did to entertain themselves back then. It was like, well, I can't think of anything to say, so I'm gonna buy this.
there's only 5 messages on that
There's
tape?
7. There's
Oh, 7. Okay.
Boogie Woogie, call me if you can. Leave a message at the answering machine zone. You're in the answering machine zone. That's a
Oh,
Twilight
that's
Zone
right. That
thing.
was a good one.
The 50s, I don't know what that is. Bogey, and then the rap, which is arguably the
The
best.
rap.
And
Yes.
then Beethoven's Fifth. So, hello and welcome to the wacky
Oh,
world of crazy calls. Each crazy call tape contains 7 different messages for your answering machine, and it would just cycle through. Anyway, it is firmly entrenched in my tacky wing, and I'm so happy that I have it.
I'm so happy for you.
Yay.
I was
I was
A
legitimately
good
excited.
addition.
I sent you guys, I sent them the video because I'm like, every 6 months I look for this tape and it's never anywhere on you. And then that night I looked it up and it was $12 and with shipping. And I was like, yes, this is the greatest day in a long time. So anyway,
Amazing.
I'm a simple man, people. Like it's just it's just,
One of the
bottom line.
reasons we love you. Oh my God. All right. Always a pleasure. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Oh boy. Bye.
Bye.
I thought they had to listen to Steppenwolf every day, but no.
Put a shirt on, lady.